ब्रह्मा गुरुर विष्णु और गुरुदेवो महेश्वरा गुरुर साक्षात पर ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. Today, friends, on this very beautiful journey of Shanti Vandana, we're understanding the necessity, the importance, the paramount importance of standing by our family, especially when there are difficult moments. You see, if we agree that there are no two people who are exactly the same or completely compatible, then that means that we have to make sacrifices. Sometimes it means we have to overlook some things. It means that we must be willing to compromise for the good of that relationships. You see, when you do have a disagreement, learn to disagree from the neck up. I recently heard someone saying, Panditji, learn to disagree from the neck up. I said, what do you mean by that? You see, it simply means that don't let that disagreement get to your heart. What a very beautiful statement. If you must disagree, as we sometimes would, let us disagree from the neck up. Because if we allow it to go below that, it means that it affects our heart. And when the heart is disturbed, then the emotions are troubled. And when the emotions are troubled, then everything seems dull and gloomy and dismal. You see, friends, when you present your case to someone, don't try to make that other person change his or her mind. You see, we can't change other people. We can only change ourselves. And you would say, Panditji, but what that person is doing is wrong. What my child is doing is wrong. What my brother is doing is wrong. What my sister said was so inappropriate. We have a responsibility to guide. We have a responsibility to suggest. We have a responsibility to share an opinion from love. And in the same way that you have that responsibility, also remember that those other people, your friend, your brother, your sister, your husband, your wife, they also have a responsibility to share their thoughts, their emotions, their concerns. And therefore, if you think that you are right and they also think that they are right, what's the recipe? That's the recipe for disaster. That's the recipe for conflict if it is not managed properly. You see, friends, when we try to impose our view on another person because we think that we are right, and it's coming from a good place, sometimes so many relationships are destroyed. Family relationships are destroyed because each person thinks he or she is right, but then the net result is that the relationship is dissolved, it is broken, it is tainted, it is smeared, it is even broken, my friends. Today I'm asking to reconsider when we have those differences, to know that we can't impose our views on other people. We can share them and we can trust that the other will listen, will hear, and will make adjustments as necessary. You see, even our children, for those of us who have children, you would appreciate that if you have 2, 3, 5, 10 children, no 2 children are exactly the same. Look at the fingers on your hands this morning. They're all different, but they all are important to the function of the unit that is called the hand. And therefore, as parents, we must learn to understand those differences among our children. And once we can understand those differences, we respect those differences and we can better manage. And therefore, my friends, in the same way that whatever relationship we're in, sometimes disagreements are necessary. Healthy and constructive criticism and conflict is healthy to any relationship. But if we don't manage those differences properly, my friends, Jai Bhagwan, it is the recipe for disappointment. You're listening to the program Shanti Vandana. It's now 28 minutes after 5 on the first, the finest, Sabse Pahla, Sabse Acha, 103 FM. I am your host this morning, Pandit Krishen Ramdeen. This morning on this very beautiful Guru Purnima, please remember to go and seek out your Guruji this morning. Look for him, give him a call if he is not within physical reach, and pay your respects, pay your pranam to your Guruji on this very beautiful, auspicious Purnima, full moon day, Guru Purnima. Today, please join with me as I share with you the very beautiful voice of my Gurudev, Sri Sadguru Sant Keshwadas Maharaj.